Welcome to another edition of International Soccer Break. I'm your host, Sahil, here with Rahi, who's on his Euro tour, getting ready for the Euros, live from Amsterdam. And he's picked up a couple of Dutch locals who will obviously talk to us a little bit more about the team. Today, we're talking about Group D. We've reached Group D, Rahi.
Yeah, and I picked up some friends of mine who I believe the Netherlands might be a dark horse in this tournament. So that's why I picked them up, because they might be the sneaky favorite here. Been an impressive few months for the Netherlands. I think it's a team that might be underappreciated and might exceed expectations. That's my sense, Daniel.
I feel they might be the white horse, but I'm not sure how you feel about that, Casper.
I think the pure favorite in this group has got to be France, but we'll talk about that.
Let's show the group. Let's get in the group here, and we'll kind of demonstrate and then see what everyone thinks about the group, and we'll take it from there, because it's it's an interesting group. I think there's a lot to talk about here. So, boys, initial thoughts when you saw this group come out from the Dutch contingent.
So my initial prediction will be Austria 4th, Poland 3rd, Netherlands 2nd, France 1st.
But I think this is the group of death. It's the most difficult group there is. Because at first you think like Poland isn't that good and Austria isn't that good. France obviously is very good. But then when you go a bit deeper into it, you think, okay, these teams are pretty good compared with other.
They're all proper teams.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. So let's just go team by team, and we'll get into that and go just discuss what we think for each of the teams. We will start, of course, with the former. It's been a while now since they've actually won this this tournament. 2000, I think, is the last time France has actually won this tournament. But we'll start with France. Rahi, this is a team that obviously. What more do we want to say? Kylian Mbappe, stars galore. What's your thoughts?
I mean, they have to be, honestly, maybe along with England, the favorites to win this tournament. An impressive team all around. They seem to underachieve a little bit considering the talent they have. It's just talent after talent after talent, right? So, I mean, you go beyond Mbappe, right? Tchouaméni, you have Cavaminga. But a lot of this team runs through, I think, Griezmann. He's the main connector here in this team, and he's the key because he's the one who plays that little bit of advanced midfield role. Honestly, France has the talent to win the tournament, and they have a manager that's been there, done that. Deschamps is still there. France goes as far as they want to go. It's about whether they exceed expectations or not, but they should be favorites for this tournament. They're the most talented team in this tournament.
Yeah, so for the Dutch contingent over there, you obviously had France in the same group in the qualification. And what happened in those games? Because they didn't go so well for you guys.
No, but to be honest, I'm not too worried, because if we're actually aiming to be second, I think, in this pool, because I think based on the qualifications and how it turns out, I think you can be better. You're better positions if you're going to finish second or first,
and then you're at the better half of the schedule.
Yeah, so it's all strategy.
It's all strategy. Okay, so you're trying to go out and lose to France? Is that what you're telling me, or what?
Because we do not have to lose, but we're just willing to lose.
We're willing to lose. No, to be honest, France is the best team there is. If they're gonna lose, if they're not gonna win the Euros, that's their loss, because they're the most talented team.
But you don't think after them beating you twice in the qualifiers, you don't feel like you guys have an advantage now coming in because you've lost the last two games? Does any sense? No.
That much better, right?
Yeah.
If we
I think especially in the offensive side, they're much better compared to the Dutch team.
If we draw, then it's lucky. That's just how we look at it. That looks better. It's like comparing.
I mean,
the Boston Celtics.
But guys, and that's a great comparison. And in addition, I mean, to be honest, we're not only talking about the Netherlands and the French team, but I mean Poland and Austria.
Yeah, so let's get to that. Let's get to Poland now. So Poland, obviously, Robert Lewandowski has always been their, the main player everyone talks about. There's a couple other talented players on the team, but I've found that this Polish team never performs well in major tournaments, Rahi. Like they always, I think, fail to reach their potential.
And Lewandowski himself, right? He's never really delivered in a big way in a big tournament. Excellent at the club level. Internationally, he's never quite had that big moment. This is perhaps his last chance in a major tournament, his chance to really shine. This is a Poland team that sneaked their way through, right? In that penalty shootout against Wales that found a way in. It's not a very talented team, but it's a team that
they
somehow
lost to
finds a way.
Moldova, lost to
Yeah,
Moldova in the
yeah.
qualifiers. So yeah,
But if Lewandowski is going to make a mark on an international tournament, this is his final chance, right? This is
Yeah.
his moment because this is the end for him.
35, I think, 36.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, he is. And so to the Dutch boys, are you worried about this game at all against Poland?
It's in the
Not
pocket.
in the
Not-
pocket.
Yeah,
not
we're
at all.
gonna win it.
No, to be honest, we have high hopes about the team, especially if you consider the defensive side of the team with Van Dijk, De Vrij, Ake. Those are all top players. So I would say we have from the defensive side we have
the best of the
we
world.
have one of the best players. But on the offensive side, it's just going to be that's probably going to be the problem going forward during the tournament.
Yeah, so we'll get to the Dutch team, but you're not worried about this Poland game at all then. So moving
No.
nope.
We're gonna
Okay.
win it. But it's an important game because you first play Poland, second
Yeah.
game is France, and I don't have high hopes on the France game. So the first game is a must-win game. You have to win that because if you lose or draw that, and then you lose or draw to the French team, then it's
Then
gonna
it
be
gets tough. Then it
Yeah.
gets tough. Yeah. So let's talk about Austria briefly. They actually had a very good qualification. Went into Belgium, drew once again, but the only loss in the entire time was to Belgium. And it's a team that's always done very well in the qualification. Obviously some experience with Sabitzer, who's just played in the Champions League final. So, this is a good team, Rahi.
Yeah, and coming off a big friendly win too, right? Beating the Germans in a friendly. So it's a good team. It's a team that exceeds expectations consistently. So it's very difficult to predict what Austria is going to do because talent-wise, yeah, they're not on par with the Netherlands or France, but they seem to always punch above their weight. And Sabitzer's the guy that leads the line, right? He's a guy that can change a game.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about this game?
I'm gonna go there. It's in Berlin. I'm gonna go to the game. So I hope they're gonna win that.
I'm not going to go to the game, but I hope they're going to win as well.
Talent-wise, the Dutch are way better than Austria. So we
Yeah.
should win that game as well.
Yeah. And no David Alaba, so that's that. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to our Dutch contingent to talk about the last team in the group, the Netherlands. So here, boys.
The winning team of 24.
All right. So who do we have to look out for on the team that's going to help them take it to glory?
So I think at this moment we have a very usually our offense is very good. So we had in the past we had great players like Sneijder, Van Persie, Robben, Van der Vaart, Kluivert,
Van Basten.
Van Basten. Go on.
Keeps on going.
So
Most amazing, beautiful Dutch offensive players.
Yeah, and to be very honest, we don't have any of those players at this moment. But what we do have is a great defense, and I think it might be one of the best defenses at this moment worldwide.
Bold statement. I think it's the best defense in the world at the moment.
Okay.
We have Virgil van Dijk, captain of Liverpool.
Nathan Ake, Manchester City.
Rising star at right back, Frimpong. He played the Europa League final.
Champions League, yeah, definitely, yeah. Europa League.
And on left back, we have Van der Ven, it's a player at Spurs, or Daley Blind, Boodle Daley Blind. But if you go after that, you have De Vrij, De Ligt, just many of
solid
in the back. So then how about moving forward? Do you feel like that's where the problem is?
Yeah, I think the defense is very solid, and so that's a great thing, and that has been different in the past, I don't know, 10, 20 years. So that's a very good thing. The only disadvantage is that we do not have the players which we used to have in the front.
And we have some players.
We do have some strikers. We have Tony Gapko, who's playing for Liverpool. We have Memphis Depay, we do have some players, but they are not world class. So I think that's going to be our challenge.
We have one player in the midfield, Frankie de Jong, of course. He is world class, I think.
Yeah.
But he's just injured all the time. And he's injured at the moment right now. So they're trying their absolutely best to get him like playing the first game. But it's still up in the air. It's his ankle. It's the third time this season, so that he's injured his ankle. So we're not sure about him playing. And when he plays, he's not going to be at his best, I think.
Yeah.
So defense pretty well. Midfield also have some upcoming players. Reinders, he's playing at AC Milan.
Yeah.
And some players from PSV who won the title. Like they played like crazy this season. So we have a good team. Xavi Simons is a good player as well. He plays at Leipzig. So we have some talent there, but it's not world class, and that's I think the problem.
Yeah. No, so look, I think everything you mentioned, I'm sure you're happy with the recent results that the Netherlands has had. So now since we've been through all the teams, I'm going to put everyone here on the spot. I'll start with the Netherlands contingent. Who gets through and in what order for the group?
Okay. Shall I start?
I think we can agree.
Okay. I think so. Let's start with the 4th position.
Yes.
Poland.
Yeah, Poland. Okay. Agreed.
Okay.
Austria 3rd.
Okay.
Netherlands 2nd.
That leaves France. With pain in my heart.
Okay. So that's the Dutch. The Dutch boys are putting France number 1. All right.
But that's purely to be
Yeah.
honest, that's purely strategy because we already found out you can better finish as second than as first. So
Okay.
it's purely a strategy point of.
Otherwise, we would have been first.
Okay. So it's a strategic strategic decision. Rahi, what you got?
I got Netherlands winning this group, to be honest. I think this French team is very, very good, and they're favorites to win the tournament. But I think in the group stage, they take a while to grow into the tournament. I think they'll draw each other, and I think the Netherlands will do better in the other 2 games. So I have the Netherlands winning this group, to their detriment, because if you don't win the group, you get a better draw, to be honest, the knockout stage. But I think that's what's going to happen. So I go Netherlands 1, France 2, Austria 3, Poland 4.
Okay, so Rahi's got that. I am gonna agree with Rahi. I think the Netherlands. I think you are gonna win this group, and I think France gets second. So, but I don't know if that's good for you or what have you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
That's great. That's great.
I
We're
mean,
gonna win it all.
you're gonna win it all. Yeah, I didn't say that, but I'll we'll go for that. Okay, cool. Quickly, we do this fun little segment where we name who's the most famous person that we can name from each country that we think at this current time, not in the history, right? So, I'm going to start with
Not football player ever.
not football. It doesn't have to be football. It just overall. Like if you think of one person from that country, what are you thinking of? So in Poland, in my case, when I was thinking, I think it does happen to be Robert Lewandowski. I think that's sort of who I think about. I think, are you guys all in agreement with that?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's that. Let's go to Austria. Rahi, I had a certain bodybuilder for this.
Oh, wow. I heard
Mozart. I think Mozart.
Mozart is right, but I'd say current time, given right now, who would you
There's
go
only
for?
one answer.
Yeah, there's only
Arnold
one right answer.
Schwarzenegger, the governor, former governor of California.
Is he from us?
Bodybuilder.
I can't believe
He's
it's
the one.
He's Austrian. He's a current Austrian citizen holder. He has a joint citizenship between the U.S. and Austria, which you're not allowed to do, but special permission for the Terminator. So that's that. Okay.
I still go for Mozart.
Okay, fine. France, obviously, in their history, there's tons of famous French people. But being a football show, I'm going to go with only one, which is Zizou, who is, of course, Zinedine Zidane. Boys, agreement?
That's also, but it's past, right? It's not current.
Okay, so who you got? Mbappe, who you got?
Henri.
Henri, okay.
I mean, he's fun in the TV shows.
Platini.
Yeah.
They're all past, right?
Yeah, true. Okay. So
Well, football-
I would go fine. We could
That's
go we could go that we could go Henri.
soccer. Well,
We could go
soccer.
Henri showing. Yeah. It's fine. All right. Boys, I won't even say anything. I'll leave it to you. Who is the most famous Dutch person on this earth right now?
Right now, it's, maybe Max Verstappen.
Yeah, Mark, I fully agree.
Mark
Yeah.
Verstappen. So
I'm not a big fan of him, to be honest. He's a bit of an asshole.
so not any of the DJs? None of the DJ contingent?
You have Chesto.
Tiesto, Garrett, none of these guys?
I would go for Max Verstappen. He's an absolute
Yeah,
legend.
he's-
This guy. He
Okay.
keeps on winning. And we kind of continuously underestimated it, but this guy is a legend in his sport. To be honest.
Okay. Cool.
He's a world star.
That is that. Well, thank you all for coming on the show. For those of you out there enjoying these videos, please subscribe to the channel. We will be covering the European Championships every single day. That's why Rahi is there. He's been, enjoying himself. He was in London. Now he's wearing orange bows.
You're wearing right.
Nice bow tie.
Great.
He's wearing a bow tie, and he's managed to find some Dutch friends. And look at that. He's just fitting into Europe. He may never come back. But all right, everyone out there, enjoy the Euros. Best of luck, Dan and Casper, to the Dutch team. I'll leave it to you. How do you say good luck or something like that in Dutch? Or
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
okay,
Dikke
guys.
pikken.
Dikke pikken.